Gratitude, not attitude. If you're going to have an attitude of gratitude. That's what we're talking about today. I'm going to talk about a little bit of positivity and why you should be grateful for the things that you have. Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Leroy, and welcome to my channel, 40 and Broke, where we're all about getting out of debt, saving, investing, and getting our finances under control so we can live the life we've always dreamed of. Because that's what it's all about, living the life we've always dreamed of. So, having an attitude of gratitude. What do I mean there? Not gonna lie, I get depressed. I do. And a lot of it has to do with, I'll look at my life and I'm not happy with things. I'm like, I should have far more accomplished. I want far more accomplished. I want to have done more. There's more that I should have done. There's more that I want, like I said, there's just more that I want accomplished. And we want to be happy with what we have in life. The goal is to be happy. Nobody is just like, I'm so glad that I'm miserable all the time. So you want to be happy. And one of the things that you need in order to be happy is to just be grateful for what you have. Now, I'm not going to lie. My moods swing, and I can go from just positive, happy-go-lucky, and I'm ready to just take on the world and go, and that'll last for a while, and then it's just the grind, where it's like, and I'm not seeing any improvement, I'm not seeing the results, and I'm just like, what is the problem? And then after a while, it just starts to wear on me, and I'm just like, oh, what is the point? What's the point? And I'll get depressed, and I'll still push through. And the funny thing is, it's most people that get depressed, they're the happy-go-lucky people that you meet, because they're just putting on the happy face. They're pushing through. And my family notices it. My wife says it drives her crazy because I go from just whatever to, where I'm in a good mood, up to basically I just mope around. I do what I got to do, but there's no enthusiasm in it. Absolutely no enthusiasm. And it's just, I'm just going through the motions. It's just, I just tell myself, it's like I used to say when I was in prison, and I was running the track. I just tell myself, you're a machine. A machine doesn't quit. A machine doesn't stop. A machine doesn't feel tired. A machine just goes. It does what it's supposed to do. And I tell myself, you are a machine. You are a machine. And when I get depressed, that's kind of what I tell myself. I just tell myself, you are a machine. Keep going. Keep pushing. But that wears on you. Man, if that doesn't wear on you. And I tell you, my wife sent me a text the other day, and I was just like, my problem is I'm so over it. There's so much that I'm just over. And I'm not in this mentality right now, but this wasn't long ago. I mean, this text was maybe a month ago. But she texted me back, and she said you're amazing. Basically what she said is, you're amazing. She's like, we do not want for anything. She said, you provide us everything we need. You provide us everything we want. She's like, I do not have to want for everything. I have complete security, financial security, and she's like, you don't understand how much that means to me, because she's like, I've never had that in my life ever. And I'm like, and it got me thinking. It's like, I look at my different accounts, and it's like, I'm like, oh, why is my finances not where they're supposed to be? Why am I doing this dumb stuff with my credit card? You know, it's like, oh, I'll swipe the credit card, impulse buy, impulse buy, impulse buy. I'm like, why am I doing this dumb stuff? And I've got the money there to pay for it. That's why I do it. Because I have the money to pay for it. I can afford it. But it's like, my emergency fund's not where I want it to be. But I've got money over here in a separate bank account that I completely forget about. You know? And I'm like, whenever I have an issue, I just take it out of that account. And I'm good. I'm covered. I don't have to worry about it. But the thing is, my accounts might not be where I want them to be. So I get frustrated. And she was like, you look out for us. You make sure we have everything we need. And I started thinking, I am very rich in that. I am very rich in that aspect. I have money set aside in case I need it. And just on the financial aspect, I've got a daughter that is going to Panama, the country of Panama. When I was growing up, my mom had a hard time getting things around so I could go to sporting events. There was no way I was going to another country, you know, and I'm able to do that. And then now, next year, they've got a trip to go to New York City. And I just got to save up $2,000 for that. And I could just take the money that I have set aside and be like, here you go pay for it. You know, but they're able to do this. There is nothing that my kids have wanted. I can't say that they've wanted to do that they haven't been able to, but whenever there's stuff like this where there were trips, we've made it happen. And my oldest was in band, and the band went to Washington, D.C., I believe it was. And we weren't sure if that trip was even going to be able to happen, if we'd have the money, and we made it happen. And that was before I even got into finances. So it's like I wasn't even financially aware. My money wasn't where it is now. So I look at that and I'm so grateful for that. I'm grateful for the experience that my kids are able to have due to the hard work that I put in. I just get tired that I'm not having the experiences that I want. I understand that's selfish, but you know what? I'm a very selfish person. I'm not gonna lie. Money don't really mean much to me. It's the experiences I want. I want experiences. I want to go do things. I want to see things. I want to be able to take my family to go do things. My dad wants to see Niagara Falls. I want to take my dad to see Niagara Falls. Just something bad. I want to do it. And I just sit there and think, it's an 8-hour drive from here. I can drive 8 hours. That ain't nothing. You know, so maybe one of these days I should do that. But it's like, oh. Sorry, I had another driver come up and was asking me questions. But like I was saying, my dad wants to go to Niagara Falls. It's not that far of a drive, in my opinion. It's just getting the funds together to go do it so that we can all go do it. But the problem is, sometimes I can't see the forest through the trees. And I need to step back and I need to look at the bigger picture, you know, and just remind myself, you are extremely rich. You are extremely blessed. Do you have problems? Sure. Who doesn't? But you know what? Overall, life is good. Life is good, and just remember that. So I just have to do that at times. I just have to remind myself that life is good, and see that you got to see the silver lining and everything. Our brains are designed to be in survival mode. They're designed to see the negative, which is why it's so easy for us to get anxiety or easy for us to get depression. we've got to train our mind to see the positive. And I know that's just some rah-rah, pep talk stuff, but train yourself to see the positive. That's what I do. I do it all the time. That's why my moods go like this a lot. I just got to get my moods to stay a little more, instead of the lulls going for so long, I just got to fight myself right out of it and go. It's, I guess being happy is hard. Being miserable is hard. Choose your hard. All right, everybody. Just be grateful and have that attitude of gratitude. All right, everybody. Have a good one.